morning, students. Today we will discuss assignment number 5 with Computer Laboratory 8. Already in the previous video, we have discussed design analysis modeling. That is the analysis model class diagram for a given system. We have discussed about the online grocery system. Here, in the assignment number 5, we will discuss implement a design model for given analysis model. So if analysis class diagram is completed, how to add the design model for a given problem statement. So before starting with the assignment, first we will take what is exact difference between an analysis model and design model. So consider one simple diagram of analysis class and a design class. Basically, in analysis class, we can observe here the implementation details are hidden. Only for analysis purpose, the abstract level is considered, not the detail level is considered. While you can observe here in a design level class diagram, we are having very specific and precise detail of the order class. Here we mention all the required attributes and operations to implement a particular model. As design model is the base for implementation model, so it can be directly converted into code. We need to write a proper design of a class so that our code generation will be easy. In this assignment, I will show you how to generate the code by using star UML if your class diagram in a design model is perfect. So here we can take order, analysis model, placement date, delivery date, order number. These are the attributes. While calculate total, calculate taxes is the methods or function associated with the order class. So in the analysis model, just we have named it using a standard English language. But in a design class, what we have done, we have written very specific naming conventions. We have put the visibility specifier like this minus or dash indicates the private visibility. We have made all delivery date attribute, order number, placement, date, tax, total, all the attributes under order class as a private attributes. While methods definition, we have put it as a hash, that is a protected attribute, so that it can be inherited further. To calculate taxes, we have specified the parameters like country and state and assign it as a currency, that is for defining the taxes, currency, total, date. In data type also we have clearly specified when we have designed these design level classes. Also calculate total function, get tax engine, visibility is equal to implementation. So analysis and design class, we can make easily the differentiation between the two classes. So in analysis class, we are defining all the relationship like multiplicity, then the relationship between classes, aggregation, composition, generalization. That part we have already done in the analysis. But now in the design part, we will focusing on implementation of each of the class along with the previous implementation of analysis model for making the aggregation, composition, generalization. So relationship and structure and ordering, Between the classes remain same from analysis to design model. Only the classes are defined in depth in design model. So this is related to the design classes. And after another, we will discuss how exactly we are going to implement these. So after discussing with the analysis and design model, we will implement our design model for analysis model assignment number 5 for CL8 lab. So what basically design model is an object model describing the realization of use cases and serve as an abstraction of the implementation model and its source code. The design model is used as essential input to all the activities in the implementation and testing. A system design is a high-level strategy for solving the problem and building a solution. System design includes decision about the organizations of the system into its subsystem, the allocation of subsystem, hardware and software components, major conceptual and policy decisions. The overall organization of the system is called system architecture. We need to check architectural style while designing class diagram. So these consist of the object dynamic and functional model. So in design model, following constructs have to be considered. Class operation list. Just remember in analysis model, we have only considered the class attribute list, but here we need to consider the classes operations. These are documented in the third compartment of the class diagrams. So when operations are documented, we need to display it with the different notations. Like in this particular system, we need to check that operational signature should appear in the form of parameters and operation name. It must consist of the parameter inside the parenthesis. Each parameter uses the format parent name, parameter name, and parameter type. So this is the class flight. In the flight class, we have attribute flight number, departure time, flight duration. So here operations are delay flight in which the number of minutes we consider as a parameter and the type of parameter is minutes. Get arrival time is other operations where the type is date. So when documenting operations parameter, you use the optional indicators, or you can generate a code C++ and Java so that in parameters and in is the parameter default type according to the UML specification. We have the input and output indicators. We can use the enumeration to show the data type whose values are enumerated in the model as a user-defined enumeration, and in which it is the upper compartment you can show, and you can list down the literals of enumerations to check the different operations. So weekdays enumeration, you can say you can put the literals like Monday to Sunday, and you can select a particular status depends upon the current date. Then we need to show the multiplicity as already we have discussed in the analysis model. We need to show the multiplicity, that number of elements associated with the number of elements from the another class. So we have the multiplicity range and the cardinality, that is 0 to 0 collection must be empty, 0 to 1 no instances, or 1 instance, 1 to 1 exactly 1 instance, 0 to many, 0 to more instances, 1 to many, at least one instance should be present, 5 to 5 exactly 5 instances we are creating from the diagram, that m to n, at least m but no more than n instances we can create the range of the multiplicity. So this we need to consider when we design our class diagram. Then we need to focus on the visibility factor. So visibility allows the named element to be accessed with the classes, package, generalization. So public, protected and private, these are the visibility we need to consider while drawing the design model. So first is public element, which is accessible to the all and which is denoted by the plus symbol. Protected element has the generalization relationship and it is represented by hash. Private element is only visible inside the namespace. So private visibility represented by the dash letter. So you can see here, hospital name is a private attribute, address is the public, and hash is the protected attribute defined. Then abstract classes, if you want to mention, we can make the classes abstract as well. It normally contains one or more abstract methods or abstract properties. Then concrete and default classes also you can consider here. Employee abstract class consists of calculate pay and you need to design the concrete classes like salaried employee, assumption employee, hourly employee. So you need to calculate the abstract and concrete classes. You need to put a constraint if possible with your class diagram. You can put a note or you can define a OCL when you draw the class diagram. Like string owner must not be empty, balance greater than equal to 0. So you can put the constraint inside the attributes when you draw your design level class diagram. You must be specific and precise when you design a class diagram. Then you can specify the dash line to show the labeled constraint, extra operations. So precondition and post conditions also you can mention here. Association types already we have discussed, like we need to write the composition, aggregation, generalization relationship. If you want to be very specific, you can draw n-ary association. So it is with the symbol diamond, n-ary association, where more than two ends can only be drawn in this way. So you can select the n-ary type of association. And then we can write the operation specification like person owns document, copy paragraph, copy character. So we can write the name of the operations on the relationship on the association in UML. So this is your class diagram. Already we have designed the analysis model class diagram for it and it looks like for the design. Here we have a specification of operations. Already the difference between analysis and design model we have discussed. So let us go for the implementation of the design level class diagram in star UML. So here in star UML already we have defined online grocery system and we have defined different models like the use case model and activity model, activity graph for the this particular activity diagram here for the online grocery shopping. Then we have described the class diagram. Then again we will describe the class diagram for a given system. So you need to put a right click add diagram, a class diagram for this model. So select a new class diagram. Already we have defined a class diagram in the analysis model. So first consider the class customer. Then add attributes here. While defining the attributes, now we need to select the type of the attributes, the name and the visibility. So first is your name attributes for the customer. You can select the name, put the name as a private visibility. Then if you want to assign the type, the data type for the name, just click on the bottom right side. Check the name visibility. Here you can have a type. Just click on a type. Click on this dots. You will get the data types. You can select the data types. So if name is there, you can select it as a string. Click OK. You will get a string data type. Similarly, you can add more attributes for the customer. That as we are using online system, you need to check the ID. You can type the ID as a integer value or a string value. So use UML standard notification. Or if you want to implement specifically with the Java, you can select those operations, add attributes again, that is phone, make it a private, select the type of the phone, obviously it is under integer type, click on integer, then address, you can select all attributes in details because we are generating design model and we are generating code for it. So we need to be very specific by defining its values. So this is the customer class and attributes related to customer. Now we are in the design phase. So we are adding now operations to the customer class. So what are the operations to the customer? We can say view contact. And while defining the operations also, we need to specify the visibility as a public. Then we need to specify the parameters for the operations or returning type we need to specify it here. So consider it as a parameter list and we need to specify the return types. So you get the view card is the operation to implement parameters and relationship you can take here. Okay. You can add one more operation to this, like add to card. This operation performed by the customer. Add to card, make the this as a public, or you can add one more operation, delete from card. You can say one more operation, make payment belongs to this particular fix. after customer, you can add one more class, that is cart. You can add the attributes like name, quantity, total quantity, because card may consist of multiple products. Total price. So here we can have the different attributes for the card. The operation we can add like calculate total quantity. Then add operation like calculate price. Calculate price. Can add more operation like place order. This is your part class. You need to define the relationship between the part and a customer as a composition, because each customer has compulsory the cart is the relationship has. You can write the multiplicity. Customer may be 1 and at the card side also it has 1 or 3. This is the relationship between customer and card you need to put. Then you can create one more class order. So for order class you can assign the attributes like order ID, order ID. You can put make if you want you can make all the attributes as a public. Order date. Now for the order date class you can put as a private. Order ID also you can put as a private. So data type for the order ID you can select here the type order ID. So select the type for order ID as a integer. For the order date you need to select the type as a date. So just take as the date. Data type is available. It depends upon which version you are working with, so that you can pick up directly the data type. Date, or you can put it as a string. Data. After that, the operations for the order class are cancel order. Integrate the operations. Now you can add one more class like shipping and payment. So there is a shipping class. We need one more class as a payment class. between customer and an order, assign the relationship of composition as we say. This is the it must exist between the customer and an order. Assign the multiplicity that it must be 1 to many from one customer to another. Okay, assign that is the places. The relationship name is places order. Customer places order. For the shipping class, we have the attributes like shipping ID, make the private, you want to specify the type, make it as a integer, then we can add attribute status of shipping, and here you can make that shipping status as a type of that shipping status. You can create the stereo type for the shipping as a interface class. Then add the operation to the shipping like shipping schedule, then replace and return. Replace and put one more operation, return. Similarly, for the payment, we have and what is the relation between a shipping and an order? It is the generalization and maybe between customer and a shipping. Just one type of association you can see. It tracks the order, tracks the shipping. And for the shipping and payment, there is a relationship between the order, shipping, generalization, and you can click here on generalization and payment and order. Again, you have generalization. So for a payment, what you have to add attribute to the payment, that is payment mode, and define as type also, utility also you can change from here. Change the visibility to private, click on it. Select this one, we'll get the payment mode and select the add after payment mode attributes, total price, operation to the payment mode is payment process, payment process. Add more operation, payment process, refund. Can add number of operations to the payment class. Then what is the one more class we need here is the product class, and there must be a relation between a product and a customer and a order. So what are the attributes for the product class? We have three names. It will be a product name. And we can specify the name, private, and specify one more attributes, the ID, the type, then add quantity, description, what are the operations related to it, add operations to the product class, like display product, so we will give the different options. Then what is the relationship between a product and a cart? We need to define a cart contains product. We need to define it as aggregation type of the association between a product and a card. Card contains the product. Put the relationship and define it as a contains. So this is the structure of the class diagram. For payment also we can create many uh, classes like credit card, and we need to define the attributes or functions of the like add attributes number, expiry date, and operations like payment process. We have defined payment process operation for each of the payment mode. We can make the generalization operations between the payment. We can add one more class like cash on delivery. We can put cash on delivery class. We can add again some of the attributes or some of the operations to the cash on delivery card, and operation means same payment method we are defining for it. Can put a generalized operation. So here you can observe that exactly you can create number of classes and the relationship between those classes. This is your design model which you can need to draw perfectly with all the symbols and all the relationship you need to show between all your class attributes so that it will directly generate your code. Now I will show you how to generate the code. For generating of the code of this particular, you must save this first customer card sort of unit. You can add more classes like admin class, or you can put the interface like order status, NM class. If I want to put the enum classes for the shipping status. We'll say shipping status. So for this, you can connect to the shipping class. And what are the literal associated with this? And enumeration literals like the delivered product, or you say return product. This is connected with the shipping. Or one more option is it is in transit state. In transit state. You can connect this operation also, and this will generate code as your design class model. For generating a code, just go to the model, click on profile. Java profile is already added. Initially, if there is no profile, so it is available to the left side, available profile, Java profile. So click on the include so that it will goes to the included profile. Assure that Java profile. If you want to generate a code C++ profile, just click on C++ profile, include it. It is available in the included profile. So I am generating a Java code. That's why I click on a Java profile. I have included to the included profile. Be assured that Java profile should be included before you click on generating code. Then close it. Then go to tools. There is an option available Java generate code. Then select your particular model. Here I have selected online grocery system. Click on next. You will get all your classes, cash, credit, which you have defined here. Then you click on next. You create one more in your folder. Create one more folder on desktop so that you will get a go to the code, click on a next. If you want to place opening and curly bracket insert tab, you can make the option of indentation while design. Click on a next, you will get Java code generated successfully. So on the code folder, it is present on the desktop. You can check it is available directly on a desktop. You select that desktop and just check the code folder is available, and there is a code folder, and on desktop you will get all the classes which are generated. Object name, quantity, price, whatever you have defined inside your class diagram, credit card, you will get those code available for individual classes. So this is your code. So if you can check here, if I am using the generalization relationship between a payment and order, you can check here public class payment extends order. So that relationship you can easily check. For the credit card extend payment. So generalization we have shown in the diagram, automatically code is generated, public class credit card extend payment. So that relationship also we can get when code is generated in Java. So this is your assignment number for you to make a design model from the given analysis model.